Well, Hope, so many people try these other fad diets and they don't fail at the diet actually fails them because it's not a long-term way of living. It's not a long-term process that they can go to. It's very short-term.
So how is Transitions how does it differ from all the other yo-yo dieting?
Well, Transitions, we're going to take 7 points of measurements. We're going to take a body fat percentage, and we're also going to look at the scale. So it's actually, we're going to separate those 3 points of measurements instead of just taking their weight on the scale.
Okay. So you'll do, some of the, so you were talking at one other time about like your body fat analysis. You're going to try there's 3 different measurements or something?
Well, there's 7 different measurements. There's a right arm, there's a left arm, chest, waist, hips, right thigh, and left thigh. So we're going to figure out exactly where that client's losing weight, how they're losing weight, if they're losing weight in body fat, they're losing weight in inches, not just by losing weight on the scale. So many people get frustrated, the scale's not moving, so they go back to their old way or old eating habits, and they're still right on track. They're not plateauing, they're not doing anything like that. They're just, so we're going to make sure all of our measurements are adding up to where that client's losing weight.
Josh, tell us a little bit about your guest here.
Well, this is Leanne. She's lost, well, she took Transitions 3 months ago or so, and she lost 31 pounds, 19.5 inches, and 4.6% body fat. So she's really done great throughout the program, and I just wanted her to share her story to everybody out there looking for a healthy choice to lose weight, on how it's changed her life and how her lifestyle's a little bit different now.
Well, actually, I started in January of this year. I had a pretty rough year last year. Had a lot of medical issues. I averaged about once a month at a doctor's office. I had pneumonia many times, bronchitis. Anybody that had anything, I caught it. December was one of my roughest months, and I made a decision that I have to get healthy. I've tried many places. I've tried Weight Watchers. I've tried the Atkins diet. I've gone to 2 nutritionists. In fact, in December, when I told my doctor that, the last visit, I said, I need to do something, and he set up an appointment with a nutritionist.
So success was a little harder to find then.
Well, and it was, and I did find some success with it, but I never really kept it off. So I would do something for a few days, and I lived by a scale. And so I would see the scale, and it didn't do what I wanted it to do, and I would become frustrated.
Typical.
Yeah, exactly. And so in December, or in January, I came to Josh, and I came twice a week for working out, and he started talking to me about my diet, and started talking to me about Transitions, and I started, I bought actually the Transitions book, and started reading through some of the different foods I could eat, and started making those changes, and started not only seeing the weight come off, but I started feeling good. And I didn't realize that I felt so bad all the time until I started feeling good.
Now you can't keep her out of the gym.
Exactly. I'm addicted. I have since now, well, let's see, about a month ago I bought a bike. I've been wanting to buy a bicycle for 4 or 5 years now. I bought a bike. We ride quite often. I do not just the exercise here, but I've got the energy. When I'm walking to work, I walk up the stairs instead of taking the escalator. And I get to the top and I'm not winded. I mean, everything in my life has just changed so dramatically. To date, since December, I have not been to a medical doctor. It is July, almost August, and I haven't met my deductible.
And allergies used to be bad?
Oh, allergies, in this time of year, spring through fall would be just a terrible time for me. Sneezing and the allergy, the eyes and all of that. I started taking ORAC.
Yep, ORAC and OPC3.
And OPC3. I'm taking just a lot of different vitamins and things like that I can't remember the name of that, Market America. And that has helped. So, I mean, there's just all these different parts of it that have helped me feel better. And so much so that the people I work with have noticed a difference in my personality and my attitude. And
your definition of your arms.
My definition of my arms.
Yes.
And I mean, the fact that I can wear this outfit now, I couldn't wear over a year ago.
Wow.
I mean, and it's not,
that's incredible.
Maybe the scale, the scale is Dr. Sherry Lieberman in those videos. She said, get rid of the scale is gone.
Worst enemy.
You know, I used to think diet soda was okay. Diet soda is gone. I mean, there are different things that I've done, and just the small changes have made huge changes in the way I feel.
Wow, that's congratulations. I mean, I
Fantastic,
hope you
yeah.
just keep it up, and it's really amazing. Your story really is amazing, and it's amazing how well you can feel when you start incorporating these things in your everyday life, and you just have to have the right mindset and the attitude to willing to do it, right?
Exactly. And I think the first week on the transitions diet was the hardest.
Yeah, the detox.
Because it's a detox
Right.
diet.
Yeah.
So that is the hardest week to get through. And if you can make it through that week, you can make it through anything.
Anything.
And then, but it really does make you, I mean, I think that's what just washes all of the toxins out of your body, and you start feeling better. And that's what keeps you going. This is the longest I've ever stuck with a diet. In fact, I don't even consider it when people ask me, you know, if I'm on a diet. I'm not on a diet.
It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's a lifestyle change, like I said, with your attitude and trying to stay positive about it and take the baby steps and all those little accomplishments
And
mean
that's
big
why we have
things.
a 12-week process to where we're going to incorporate something new every single week, 12 weeks, for the first 3 months, and then we have a continuing education program after that where we continue to educate people, continue to measure, run their body fat percentage, and you know, weigh them on a scale and make sure all these measurements are going down.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fantastic. She did great.
Sounds like she's really happy too.
Oh yeah.
With
Can't
everything.
you tell?
Wow.
It's been a life-changing experience.
Yep.
Wow.
Happy to have her.
Well, Leanne, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate your story, and I'm sure our viewers will really enjoy hearing that and maybe get motivated to change their life.
Thank you.
Thank you. After hearing that great story, success story from Leanne, I'm sure all of you will want to join us over at the Best Western Timber Creek Inn and Suites over on Route 34 in Sandwich. JC Health and Fitness and For Women Today have teamed up to bring you the latest challenge in weight loss management, and it's on September 16th and 17th. For more information, you can go to forwomentoday.com, or you can call us at 630-202-3620. We hope to see all of you there.